So you've been debating grabbing the new Xbox One S. Well, ours just came in, so we want to go over what's different about it, what's the same, and whether or not it's right for you. So let's take a look at the box. On the front, we see a beautiful picture of the Xbox One S set up in tower mode. Flipping around to the back, we see Lara Croft, Master Chief, and of course, everyone's favorite hero, Blue Car? Opening it up, we see the system comes in 3 different parts. The first of which contains all the usual paperwork, and for those of you that want to free up a little shelf space, the vertical stand. In the second box, we have the rest of the accessories, including the HDMI cable, the power cable, which thankfully no longer has that ridiculous, stupid big power brick, and of course, the new controller. It's not only sporting a new color, but it also has a textured grip and built-in Bluetooth. Which is great because it means you no longer have to buy an adapter if you want to use the controller with your computer wirelessly, and it works at twice the range of the original Xbox One controller. And last but definitely not least is of course the Xbox One S itself. This thing is clean. If you've ever had a glossy system before, you know that those things pick up every scratch and fingerprint. Whereas this, with a white matte finish, is gonna stay looking good for way longer. Now, as the name implies, this system is a lot smaller than the original Xbox One. 40% smaller is the number that Microsoft keeps throwing out, but what exactly does that mean? Well, if you put it right on top of the original, you can see how it's trimmed down in basically every way. Now, taking a look at the back, we can see that it still has most of the same ports as the original, with one big exception: the Connect port has been completely removed. On the front, we can see a lot more changes. There's a front-facing USB port, a built-in IR blaster for your remote, and my personal favorite change, an actual physical power button, as opposed to one of those annoying little touch ones. This thing also has some changes on the inside. It has a slightly more powerful processor, which allows it to support 4K streaming and HDR in some movies and games. So, should you buy it? Well, if you've been wanting an Xbox One, but you've been holding off and waiting, now is a great time to buy one. But if you already have an Xbox One and you're debating whether or not you should upgrade, it's not worth it. It's got a bunch of nifty new features, but not nearly enough to justify buying a whole nother system.